80% of people who die of sudden cardiac deaths show no prior symptoms. Dan was one of these people.
Hi, I'm Russ Barber, a work colleague with Dan, class him as a mate as well as, you know, a colleague, and I'm a whole technician. All right, so there's a little lead up to this as well, because 2 weeks before Dan passed away, we lost another colleague, another workmate, who, a guy in his 50s, suddenly died of a heart attack, completely, no illness issues or anything like that, just suddenly gone, taken. That was on a Monday, we found that out. The following Monday, there was a lifting incident in our workshop, and one of our guys came real close to being crushed by, you know, something rather large and heavy. And we were still reeling from the first shock, you know, and this kind of just pushed us a little bit further. And then the following Monday, I turned up for work and I'm sat there. I was usually one of the first ones in, bit of an early starter, sit there, get my breakfast and stuff. And one of the lads come in and he would generally turn up with Dan. So I'm like, where is he then? No, mate. What do you mean, no, mate? He says, he's gone. What are you talking about, he's gone? And that was me gone, you know. When he actually said, you know, Dan's dead. No, I had to leave. I couldn't comprehend that, you know. It was just, even now, thinking about that time, that hurts. You know, for a lad that age to just not exist anymore. Nah, you can't compute that, you know. I couldn't comprehend that. That finished me that day for a good period of my life, you know. That was it.
My name's Sean, I'm 22, from Portchester. Dan was a guiding character to me. When I first joined our section where Dan was working, he had that kindness that other people didn't have, so he'd help me out a bit more in depth than the other fitters would have done. So Dan showed me in depth more things. He taught me more in depth of the equipment we're using, and made me understand it better. So to that, for that, as joining a section as an apprentice at the time, and for him to do that and take the time to show you, really reflected his character, and the bloke had a heart of gold. You know, he'd do anything to help anyone. So Dan was, yeah, a really good friend and a good fun to work with.
I'm Greg. Hi, I'm Greg, a mechanical fitter. Dan went out with Kate. Kate is my dad's partner's daughter. So the first time I met Dan was actually at a family, was Kate bringing him round. And then turns out we worked in the same place as well. So it sort of became my sort of brother-in-law as well. So and then also knew him through work. So.
Did you get on with this?
Yeah.
From the get-go?
Oh, really well, yeah. You couldn't not get on with Dan. He was, yeah. He was, from the start, obviously, it was tough. It's been a few years now. Coming back here today and just talking to everyone has really kind of brought it all back, just how hard it was. Because you can push those things aside, can't you? But I mean, the hardest thing to start with was walking around the yard. There used to be certain times, but I didn't work with him like day to day, but I'd walk past him a lot in the yard. He used to like drive around they're called like Charlotte trucks. Those little trucks that tow its machinery around. And I used to, whenever I'd see one coming around, there'd always be a good chance it was Dan. So I'd always stop and have a 10-15 minute chat with him. And every time I see one of them trucks, it'd always be, you'd think, oh, it's Dan, and then it'd kind of hit you that it wouldn't be. Yeah, that's a real tough bit. And now obviously like, it's easier with time, but you still see them. There's still them moments where you walk past where he used to work, or you see them trucks. Yeah, shit. But
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
If you need 5 minutes, maybe.
yeah. All right, cheers.
Hello, I'm Jordan. Dan, to me, well, he was a decent bloke, real decent bloke. He done everything for anyone, and I just can't believe he's gone. He's one of them he will forever be in your mind. He's absolutely brilliant. You just can't beat him. Never will.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'm Ben. Work with Dan. There was a job we were doing, and Jesse, who you'll see in a bit, we were out alongside D-Lock.
And we had to get some wood out of the dock, and was with Charlie, another work colleague, and we were trying to basically fish these bits of wood out.
So we got to get this out of the water because of the drains and the ship, and we were literally trying to fish this lump of timber out, and I was like, we couldn't do it. It was a disgusting day. We didn't want to be out there doing it. It was a disgusting day. I've turned to Jesse's life. We need Dan. If only Dan was here, Dan would be able to do this.
And lo and behold, Dan just turned up and he's in the van, and it was almost as if a superhero had turned up. And Dan had all the gear, because he used to wear all these trousers with so many pockets on it from it, and he'd carry adjustable spanners in there, screwdrivers, whatever, hammers, whatever was in there, he would carry.
Dan, I've tried and tried and tried. I can't get this out. And Jess is like, you'll get it out, Dan. And I'm like, he can't do it. He can't do it. He'll never get it out. He can do it. He can do it. I went, he can't do it. Not a word, Dan. Back of his van, piece of rope. He's there fishing and he can't do it. He can't do it.
And all of a sudden he got this bit of rope out and he just hooked it up and he got it out. But I said to him, there's 4 bits of wood in there. If you can do it, you can have a Mars bar. On the 3rd bit, I thought he was going to give up. But no, he wanted that Mars bar, and he did claim it when he got back to the yard, back to the mess room.
And I tell you what, the grin on his face, I never forget that smile. He had such a stupid smile. And that's the thing with me, it'd never go away, that smile of his. And yeah, he was always so pleased with himself. And he was so charming. He didn't even know it. He was such a charmer. But yeah, I miss him a lot. He was like a little brother really to me. But yeah, he was such a charmer, such a good guy.
As a family, very early on, we were passionate about trying to save some other families from going through the pain that we have. We'd like to find the 1 in 300, that one person who's walking around with a life-threatening heart condition. The one for Dan. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't think that you're too fit, you're too healthy, or it'll never happen to you, because it's happened to us and it can happen to anyone. Please, 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 if you're between 40 and 35, get yourself screened.